Welcome to a Weibring-Wolfard Golf Design webinar. Our topic today is master plans. This will be part 1 and part 2 on May 18th at 2 p.m. Central Time. My name is D.A. Weibring and I am joined today by my design partner, Steve Wolford. Our goal during the next 20 to 30 minutes is to provide some information that we have experienced during the past 25 years, interacting with a wide range of clients dealing with their challenges to renovate their courses. We'd like to create a conversation on this topic, given the economic impact of the golf industry. When is it time to refresh your course? Steve will outline some of the process of communication that we have developed to provide our clients a true roadmap to success. The biggest thing that I could point out before I hand over to Steve is that we have talked to our clients about not overreacting to one problem or another, but to really take an overall broad view of the challenges that each facility has. Steve will develop some of these areas in detail for you to consider, but basically our theme is plan to work the plan. Steve, you want to move them through the outline?
Well, DA, today we're going to cover, in part 1, we're going to cover three topics, as you see on the screen there: reasons for implementing a master plan, the benefits of a master plan, and then a few helpful hints on assembling your team. First, we're going to jump right into reasons for implementing a master plan. And some of these may seem rather obvious, but I think it's important to go through to establish a foundation of information as we move through the master plan process, so that everybody is starting from the same point. Topic number 1 under reasons for implementing a master plan is irrigation. It is, DA, as you and I know, is the impetus for the majority of the master plan inquiries that we get. It's the most expensive component to replace. And one thing you keep in mind is if you're going to replace your irrigation system, you should look at the other work that might be required. If you're going to be moving any earthwork around, moving any features, greens, bunkers, tees, digging new lakes, it would be a good idea to explore your options and include these tasks in with the replacement of the irrigation system, because it's awful hard to do this once you've replaced the irrigation system itself. A new irrigation system can greatly increase the efficiency of how you apply the water and the controls that you have. As you look at the overall big picture of your irrigation system and its design, you should also consider water storage. Maybe you have a poor water quality, your supply lake is too shallow or too small, or it's not designed to be self-cleaning or sustainable, or you have a limited quantity of irrigation water. You might need to look to increase your sources of irrigation water. Designed for reuse water or gray water that might be not available now but be available in the future. Turf reduction is a buzzword in the industry today. If you want to decrease your irrigation and water requirements, well, the easiest and quickest way to do that is reduce your turf. Next item, if irrigation is 1A, the first item on the list, drainage should be 1A. This goes hand in hand with irrigation as the top 2 considerations for under a master plan project. Properly designed drainage system can reduce downtime after rain events. It allows for an elevated level of conditioning because poor drainage is really difficult to maintain and provide for consistent playing conditions. Protection of the golf course components can be bolstered by properly working drainage system. You want to keep the water off your greens and out of your bunkers and off your cart path to protect the long-term viability of these very expensive components. Proper drainage will allow you to do this. Good drainage will provide for silt control. If you've got a golf course that floods frequently and you're not going to stop the flooding, but you just want to control the silt and trash and debris accumulation, if you design it properly, you can provide for the collection of silt and debris in rough areas that keeps it out of your play areas and allows you to get back underway a lot quicker and do the cleanup as play is happening on your golf course.
Steve, I might add, it's been our experience that a lot of older golf courses are really challenged in this area. I mean, their irrigation systems are challenged, but especially their drainage. The requirements and the thought process of percentage of grade wasn't looked at that way. We have such great equipment to move dirt and create maybe a minimum of 3% of movement in the fairways to drain golf courses. There's so many flat fairways out there that this is a tremendous thing that goes hand in hand with your irrigation and your drainage.
Conditioning being the #1 consideration that golfers look at when they play a golf course. The maintaining and or improving your playing conditions should always be a focus of a master plan. The design of such features as bunkers and lake banks and creek banks can be amended or changed to reduce excessive hand labor. You could improve your conditioning of your golf course by converting to some of the new and improved turf varieties that we have available today. We mentioned previously about turf reduction. Turf reduction not only reduces irrigation requirements, but it reduces the amount of area that needs to be maintained to that high level, reducing labor, reduces fuel use, reduces pesticide applications, and reduces costs. As mentioned before, and as seen in this picture, excessive shade can be a problem. A lot of our older facilities and not so old facilities have fallen behind in their tree trimming and tree removal, and you can't grow quality turf grass in the shade. So that can be a part of the master plan process to assess excessive shade areas on the golf course. Things do wear out on a golf course. We know enough about the life expectancy of some of these very expensive components to be able to help clients plan for the replacement of these components. It's better to replan. It's better to plan than to react. It's better to do these improvements in a timely manner if things are left to the point where they deteriorate so badly that they can cost more money to make these improvements if you wait too long. DA?
Well, Steve, I agree. And just based on this picture we have on the screen, you can see the deterioration and the challenge of maintenance of this bunker. Many designs have been over-designed and don't react to what type of maintenance dollars you might have. So reduction of bunkers, how much the bunkers flash, what are you looking for? All that is a process here, and maybe even some waste bunkers, would be easier to handle. But I think you have to run that evaluation on how much do you have out there to maintain in this economic environment.